G'day, Lemon Eating Cow here, and today I am back with another Sekiro Shadows Die Twice guide, and this time I'm going to be showing you where you can ring the Sinister Bell and get the Bell Demon, which increases the quality of items that enemies drop in the game. This location is very important to get if you're going to be doing any type of farming where you can do insta-kills on the enemies, because it will increase the yield from them quite substantially. The Sinister Bell can be accessed fairly early on as long as you have beaten the Chained Ogre. Now we are in the Ashina outskirts right now, and you either want to go to the Outskirts Wall Stairway or the Underbridge Valley. Now the Stairway is fine and it is the one that most people know, so I will start from here. So you might have known this place is the place that you fight the Ogre. So you're going to run past two guards and go up to behind where the Ogre was through the mist gate and take the hole in the wall. Now instead of going down into the courtyard where the mini boss is, we're going to go to the right and then through this grass here. Drop down and then you go towards a little pagoda or a little balcony here with a house on it. And we're going to go past that. There's a little note that says there's something about a headless down here. Anyway, jump off the edge and then grab onto this tree, and then we can see over to our right or straight ahead, we will see a grabbable ledge. You can just do a normal jump off the edge and you will be able to grab the edge. Just make sure you're holding square on your way down. So shimmy across here and make our way up, and when we hit this little snowy outcrop, we're going to jump across down to the ledge below us. From here, we're going to head into this dark cave. Just beware that there is a boss in here, or a mini boss, and I wouldn't really recommend taking them on until late game when you've got a lot more vitality and you've got some Divine Confetti and a few other items that'll help you combat them. They can be actually very hard. So what we're going to do is jump down into the boss pit and then just run past them. Be careful not to linger here too long because they do have a slowing aura, as you can see, but just try to head towards the back of the cave and through this little section that I'm heading in now. You'll eventually come to a door or a wall with a silhouette on it. All you have to do is hug the wall and he will ninja push his way through it. Now this next section here, you'll see an open door, but at this point in the game, that door won't be open for you unless you have already visited the temple. This enemy here can be easily killed if you just jump and attack him. You'll get an insta-kill animation or the red dot, and you can do that pretty much straight away. Now from here, you are able to access the Senpo Temple idol, but it will only really give you access to here, the Sinister Bell. Now we are able to access the bell by pressing square on the little gonging ram here, and once you've done that, you'll notice you get the Sinister Burden debuff. Now I say debuff because it does actually make the enemies harder in the game. You'll find that most common enemies and bosses will do more damage, and they'll also do more posture damage and take less posture damage from you. But it also has the positive effect of increasing the quality of loot that we do get from enemies. Now in the Bell Demon item description, it does say that we'll get slightly better spoils, but the enemies will be harder. When using this, I haven't noticed a spike in the quantity of items that I get, but it's generally the quality of items I get. I tend to get a lot more crafting materials and the rare crafting materials, as well as stuff like the Divine Confetti and some more of the other rare items in the game. You'll notice on the left hand side of your screen underneath your health bar there will be a Bell Demon icon. This will denote that you do have the buff or the debuff for the harder enemies and the increased loot. If you want to deactivate this, you just have to find the item in your inventory called the Bell Demon. Once you use this, it will dispel the buff, and in order to reactivate it, you'll have to come back to this place and ring that bell again. This is very good for farming, but make sure you turn it off before bosses, because bosses will actually be harder. But if you are one of the few people that find this game far too easy, then you can actually leave this Bell Demon on the whole game and increase the difficulty for yourself. This effect works best when you're using a farming method where you can one hit or stealth kill most enemies on the route. So the one that I have on my channel, the early game grind, which is linked in the description below, is a perfect example of it, because the enemies won't really be harder because you're going to be one-shotting them anyway. It's important to note though that this does not increase Sen or experience drops. It is purely for the quality and possibly the quantity of items dropped by enemies. If you did find this guide helpful, then please leave a thumbs up. If you've got any comments or suggestions or a good route to use this buff on, then leave it down in the comment section below. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so, because I will be coming up with some pretty good farming guides over this week to complement this guide. Until next time, this has been Lemon Eating Cow. Moo.